Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Jazzwares Mortal Kombat Classics series 3-pack of cyborgs, or cyborg pack if you will. Now, I've got to say, I knew Jazzwares was coming out with the 3 3/4 inch line, and this was easily the one I was most looking forward to. Not only did they give us the first figures of the cyborgs that we've had in a long time, they've given us all of them in one package, got them all in one fell swoop, which I do like since they're all essentially just the same figure repainted. So go ahead and knock them all out at once, buy one, buy them all. And I'm definitely digging them here. Complete lack of accessories, no base, no nothing. The box is also kind of plain. Over here you've got the arcade cabinet on the back, the character selection for the first Mortal Kombat. Kind of strange seeing as the cyborgs came from later games, but oh well. So, nothing at all to say about the box. Let's open them up. And here we have all three cyborgs out of packaging. Now, as I've already said, all the exact same figure, exact same sculpt, with a different coat of paint. So, but at the same time, like I said, you can't be mad at that because that's exactly how they were in the game. But for those purposes, there's no real reason to go over each one. I mean, you just basically need to show one and it counts for all of them. Speaking of which, we're probably going to use Sector because, random note, Sector's my favorite. And he is definitely an awesome looking figure here. And also on another random note, I was looking into cosplaying him a little bit because I've got friends who are constantly hounding me to go to Dragon Con. I was looking into Sector's outfit, and all the original Mortal Kombat games were made for pretty cheaply, at least as far as production cost. Come to find out, his chest armor was actually real-life dirt bike armor. Well, most of his armor was actually real-life dirt bike armor. I think the helmet was just an original sculpt. Interesting little tidbit. But let's actually go on to the detail on this guy, if I can get him standing up real quick. They have done an absolutely fantastic job bringing him from the game. I'm really digging that helmet, all the armor on him. And as I've already said, it goes for every single figure. He's got his little Predator dreads going. Just all down his outfit, they've done a fantastic job. Now, the outfit itself, while it was pretty awesome, wasn't all that detailed, so they didn't have all that much to get right, but what was there, they definitely nailed. So, fantastic detail, the paint apps are great. As far as his articulation, the head is very, very stiff. Well, actually, you just heard that pop, and now it's loosened up a little bit. Some pretty nice left and right. You got to watch his dreads. As far as his arms, they're pretty hindered by the way his shoulder pads are meeting here. So you can't really go up even though they are on a ball joint. You can go forward and back, and they are clearly hinged to go out. You just can't do it. Elbow joint, single jointed, bends and spins. Spins at the wrist. Very nice abdomen crunch right there. Full 360 on that. It appears no waist articulation. Legs a tiny bit hindered by his little cyborg loincloth, but go out. Single joint at the knee, spin, and have an ankle joint. So some pretty decent articulation. Nothing amazing, but pretty solid. So, as I've already said, you go over one, there's really no point in going over the rest because they've all got the exact same articulation. I've got to say, I'm definitely loving this pack. $20. Now, I found the pack in Toys R Us, so they're showing up at your local Toys R Us. Go check it out. And I also found they had, I don't know if it's the first part of the line or if it's exclusive to Toys R Us, they had Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Those figures didn't look that great in packaging. I'm tempted to pick them up just to give them a try. But at the same time, these look far better as far as quality. I don't know, maybe I'm just partial to the cyborgs. I would love to get scaled up versions of these. Speaking of which, let's get an actual size comparison in here. Quickest 3 3/4 inch I've got to the side. Without his base, they are right around the same size. So they fit in with most of your Joes. And let's get a Marvel Universe in here. What have I got close? Odin. He built the Destroyer. I'm sure he could build some cyborgs. Yeah, so they're in scale with most 3 3/4 inch lines. Throwing him off to the side here, which I'm definitely digging. And random, but I know I'll say it again. Love to get scaled up versions of these. I'd love to get new renditions of the cyborgs. I love the redesigns. Of course, in the new game, Smoke did not become a cyborg. Still awesome. I definitely think the 3 3/4 inch line from Jazzwares has a lot to offer us. $20 for this pack is an absolute steal. As I said, the single figures weren't that impressive. They were $10 a piece. I thought, and that made this an even better deal. Accessories definitely could have been included. Maybe an alternate clip-on to make it look like Sector's chest was opening up and firing a missile. Saw or a net for Cyrax. Anything, even a base would have helped out. But still at $20, that's definitely not a bad price. I'm loving this pack. Any Mortal Kombat fan is going to need to have this. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.